Hey guys, thanks for stopping by thetradinganalyst.com. This is Taylor. We're going to discuss several charts here. I'm going to go over 5 stocks that you need to watch. But first I wanted to make you aware we are running a special for this week only. And when you join this week, you can get $100 off of the annual membership. This offer is valid only on the annual membership, not the monthly and not the quarterly. So how it will work is you pay the normal price today, and our system will immediately credit and refund you $100. Again, this offer is valid for this week only. And we rarely offer discounts. So this is your one rare opportunity to become a member at this discounted rate. All right, so let's get into these charts. So the first one I want to get into is Caterpillar, and this is one that we just sold the last of our position today for a very nice win. We sold on the way up right here. We entered down here at the beginning of this breakout near about 133. We sold partial positions around 141 and 145. And then again today it hit our trailing stop. This is a very, very nice winner. Now we're looking to reload on get back in on Caterpillar on a retrace lower, and I'm going to show you exactly what we're looking for. So first and foremost, Caterpillar, major breakout over this downtrend line. So that downtrend line matches up perfectly right here. Okay, you can see that resistance, here it is again, and then we broke over it right here. Okay, so heading lower into this little zone, to me, would be a great buying opportunity. We also have some support from previous resistance right here, as well as and that's from that previous resistance. You can see several weeks in a row bouncing up against it, as well as this resistance right here. All right. So there's that next resistance level. And that is from the high of this week, these 2 weeks, this week, and then we broke over right there. So that is a resistance level that is now support. So we're above this support. We're above this support. We're above this downtrend line. We also have this uptrend line here, and I'm just going to kind of zoom in so that you can get a better view of it. And I'll go to the daily chart. Right about here. Okay, so we've got this nice uptrend line right about there. Okay, so this downtrend line is going to come right around there. We've got support again right here, and then this support right here. So we're looking to look for some kind of reversal signal anywhere between 138 and 129. Okay, I know that's a big zone, but I want to see some kind of reversal signal against this level. Maybe a close below the previous day's low, and then the next day closing over that day's high. Okay, I call that a T-frac. And so we're going to be looking for that between 138 and 129. Who knows where we're going to get it? This is where the breakout started. This is where we entered down here at about 132 on this day right here. So I suspect it might come down and retest that level. Who knows really? But we will be looking for a bounce on Caterpillar, because ultimately I think it heads much higher, because you remember we saw that weekly chart here. And this is a massive breakout, okay? Massive breakout, breaking over these highs, breaking over that resistance, breaking over the downtrend line. And this has been a stock that's been beaten up for almost 2 years now. And I think it's finally ready to break out, along with the rest of the market. So that's Caterpillar. The next one we're looking at is Home Depot. And we're going to go to the daily chart. Yeah, and we'll keep it at 2 years of action. Okay, so let me move my face out of the way. All right, so we saw a big drop on Home Depot the last couple days. I believe this was an earnings reaction either yesterday or today. And we've got a drop here after a nice little uptrend with some heavy volume, 2 days of heavy volume. Now I'm going to show you several other times where something similar has happened. Okay, you can see there was a drop over here, and the volume didn't pick up until right about here. Okay, and that pretty much marked the bottom. We had a little bit lower to go right here, but ultimately we headed higher, and it was marked by that volume, big volume right here. You can see that. Here's another one right here, another big red volume day. Right here, what do? We headed higher. Here's another one at the lows. This heavy volume day right here, that marked the low. We headed higher. Here's some more. Here's another couple of heavy red volume days that didn't mark the, we headed a little bit lower after that, but ultimately headed much, much higher after that. Same thing right here. This marked the bottom. Heavy selling pressure volume. And then ultimately that marked the massive volume bottom right there. Again, here's another one right here. This big red volume day on this drop, boom, broke higher. Where's another one? Same thing here. Big volume, headed higher. You get the point. Here's another one, headed higher. So now we're seeing the same thing. Heavy volume. And now I want to show you the chart a little bit more. So we've got really nice uptrend line right here, just below where we're at right now. You can see it started here. There's a bounce, there's a bounce, and it's just below where we're at. We also have quite a bit of support from this previous highs right there, boom, boom, boom. Right around there, and I will draw that support right here. Okay, so that was previous resistance, which is now support. Also this peak, okay, this peak right here is also going to be some support. It was previous resistance. So I am looking for a bounce on Home Depot somewhere between 217 to about 214. 217 to 214 on Home Depot is an area where I definitely think it can get a bounce. Okay, this is a bull market. This is a bullish stock. And it's been in this bull channel here. Oops, wrong tool. Here we go. And it's been in this bull channel here all year long, and I suspect it will stay in that channel. If it doesn't, to me that'd probably be a bearish sign, and we would probably head lower, but it needs to prove itself. Right now, it doesn't need to prove anything to the downside because we've been trending up for this whole time. Yeah, so that's basically my thoughts on Home Depot. And both Home Depot and Caterpillar obviously are in the Dow. The next one I want to show you guys is Team. And this stock is in a massive uptrend. I'm going to zoom in so you can see all that action and give you a more specific setup. But this is just a very nice bullish uptrending stock. You can have a closer trend line right here. Boom, 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 bounce, bounce, and here we are right there. Now I want to zoom into the more recent action and show you. Let me move my face out of the way a little bit. Alright, so we have this previous support right here. Bounce, 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 and then we break it right here. Okay, so this is a breakdown. Attempted to break over it right here, couldn't quite do it, but right now we're breaking over that level. So that makes this a false breakdown. Okay, and that's the setup. It's a false breakdown setup. Additionally, when we broke the support, this day, huge volume day. Okay, and this was ultimately buying volume right there. And this is something you really want to take note of, is If we headed lower than this, then you could say, okay, this was selling volume. But since this day essentially marked the bottom, that basically means that this was a lot of buying. And you can see that also by the buying tail at the lows. So this is one of the biggest volume days we've seen in a long time on this stock, and it headed higher. So this matters. This matters beyond just this day, okay? Because this is a ton of shares being bought right here. The volume on this day, 10 million. Whereas this is basically, the average looks like it's about 1 million. So we have 10x the volume on this one day, and that really makes a huge difference. We're above that day. That's very bullish, okay? We also broke over this downtrend line right here. It's very clear to see. Resistance, resistance, resistance. Boom, 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 boom. Broke over it right here. So not only did we break over the downtrend line, but we also broke over the previous support, which is now resistance, but we're over that now. We also have some very strong bullish action in a row. We've got a close over the previous day's high, 1 day in a row, 2 days in a row. Let's see, did this day do it? Close 125.95. Yep, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 days closing over the previous day's high in a row. That is extremely bullish. Okay, extremely bullish. I definitely think that team can head higher. First conservative target, we're going to use really probably about, let's say right around here, around 135 is going to be that first conservative target. Next one is going to be up here, about 145, based off of this previous support right here, and it turns into resistance here. Right here, almost peaked against that level, so you can tell it's a big level, 135. Next level, very obvious. Lots of hits against that resistance, 145. Okay? That's team. The next one is BIDU. This one is something that somebody on StockTwits brought to my attention, and I wanted to just kind of show you this longer term chart. It just looks really beautiful. Let's do the weekly chart just to kind of clear it up. So we've got this great trend here right there, and really this is just consolidation. Okay, consolidation, very tight range. I'm going to kind of zoom in a little bit. You can see we've got this beautiful uptrend here. We've got this beautiful downtrend right here. And we're coiling super tight for the last several months between these two ranges. Okay, right there. Super tight. Boom, 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 boom. Really tight back and forth. You know, pretty similar to how we did over here. You can see very tight range. We broke over it here. Big move higher. If you break it back 3 years, you can see very similar action over here. Right there. Very tight range. Boom, boom, boom. Broke higher and headed much higher. So this is, to me, a very similar look, and it's very coiled. Okay, you cannot trade sideways for a while without building up a lot of energy. So all this sideways trading is building up a lot of energy. So what we're looking for specifically is, I'm going to go on the daily chart now and zoom it in a little bit. Alright, so what we're looking for, I mean, if you look on the daily chart, look at how tight this is. So tight. So tight. Okay, so what we're looking for is a break over this downtrend line, which matches up perfectly with this resistance right here. Okay, so a break out of that range, to me, would signal the breakout. So basically, if we hit 46, to me, that's a long signal. And I think we're going to head much higher if that happens. This is a big if. I do think it will happen. I do think it will happen probably soon because we are making higher lows right here. Notice how it keeps hitting this upper level flat, and up here or down here we're making higher lows. Who knows? We could head back lower to the end of this, the bottom of this range. We'll see. But again, I'm not in this position yet. I want to see a break over this range in order to really get more bullish. So that's BIDU. The next one, Caterpillar, HD, Team, BIDU, BIDU is the next one that I wanted to cover. Let me see. Oh, 120. Let's go. 120. Okay. So first and foremost, BIDU has. Well, let me kind of back it up actually. So BIDU, I want to show you all of the volume that we saw here on this bottoming process. So this was a big volume day right here, and to me there was a lot of buyers in that action right here. Yes, we headed lower, but then ultimately what you see now is you see a reversal in that trend, and you see boom, big breakout on 2 big volume days right there. Here's another couple big volume days right here, and again here's another few big volume days right here, and this is bigger. I'll move my face so you can see than pretty much most of the action we've seen in a long time on BIDU. So again, volume precedes price. So this is something that I covered on StockTwits before it actually started this breakout. When we were down here, I noted the volume. I noted the volume, the pattern here. We broke over this downtrend line right here, right there. This is something I also noted as well. But anyways, now what we're looking at on BIDU, and I'm just zooming in here, is we've got this beautiful uptrend right here that lines up pretty perfectly with this downtrend line. So downtrend here, there, we broke over right here. And notice the downtrend line matches up perfectly with the retest of that uptrend line, okay, right around 105. We also have some Fibonacci retracement levels. If you draw it from this major low here, oops, didn't want to draw it, there we go, to the major high right there, boom, this low to this high, you've got this 61.8 Fibonacci retracement level right here, all right, that lines up perfectly with this level. Okay, so if we see some kind of a retracement, I assume everybody's going to think it's because of the trade war news. Who cares? We'll see some negative trade war news that'll bring it down here, and then we'll see some positive trade war news that'll bounce it off of there. But the price action is what you want to focus on. So if we see a retracement, basically anywhere under 110 or anywhere under 111, to me, 111 to 105 is going to be a major buy zone here for BIDU. Ultimately, I think it's going to head much higher. So just coming down here, filling this gap. There was a big gap right here, so may want to just fill this gap. So the thing here you want to focus on is 3 levels, a confluence of 3 levels lining up perfectly together. We've got the retest of this downtrend line, boom. A retest of this uptrend line, boom. And then the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement level, boom, lining up all in that same level. When you have 3 levels lining up together, especially downtrend line, support, uptrend line, downtrend line, and 61.8 Fibonacci retracement level, the odds of success are very high. So who knows if BIDU is going to head down to this level. I get a lot of flack when I post lower buy zone from people that own the stocks from higher than where I want to buy. I'm not short here. My only position here is going to be long if BIDU heads down to this support level, and if it doesn't matter to me. It can head higher without me. I don't care. I got about 20 other positions that are doing very, very well. So that's what I got on BIDU. So if you don't already know, I run a private membership service here at thetradinganalyst.com where I share real-time trading alerts for swing trade options, and I text these alerts to our paying subscribers. And when you sign up and you join today, you are going to get those alerts as well. So as you can see, the vast majority of these trades are winners, and you can see the average winner here is more than double the size of the average loss. You can see the total gains here over the last 18 months. This is how long we've been using the portfolio tracker to track all of our trades. The wins, the losses, the break-even trades, everything gets uploaded here to the portfolio tracker. $320,000 in total profits in the last 18 months following all of these trade alerts. The wins, the losses, everything gets factored into this total profits here. When you sign up and you join, I'll start sending you these alerts as well. Both the entries and the exits are going to be texted to you in real time. Not only that, but you're going to get a watch list that's going to help you prepare ahead of time for these trades. The vast majority of these trades go onto the watch list, as well as a private member-only video where I'm describing the setup, what we're looking to trade on that setup, why we're looking to take that trade. So it's going to, A, give you confidence in the service and the trades here, because you're going to know there's a method to everything that I'm doing, as well as give you an educational aspect and help you learn from someone, a seasoned pro who actually makes money in the market, and that's me personally. In addition to that, you're going to get virtually 24/7 access to me on the live chat. It's a one-on-one live chat on the website, as well as responding to any of the text messages or emailing me as well. I'm available to answer any questions you might have throughout your time as a member here at thetradinganalyst.com. In addition to that, you're going to get a list here that shows all of our open positions. And this is important because you're going to see all of our stop losses, our targets, and the positions, how much we have left, the position sizing, and everything under the sun about that trade. We are 100% completely transparent about everything that we do here. And it's really a learning process to help you learn and see what profitable trading looks like in the market, and that's going to help you get better as a trader on your own. Most importantly though, you are getting these real-time trade alerts sent directly to your cell phone. I'm going to text you when I'm buying, I'm going to text you when I'm selling every single time. So I'd like to invite you to join. As soon as you sign up today, I'll start sending you alerts as early as today. And remember, it's $100 off of the annual membership for this week only. How it works is you sign up and you pay the normal price, and our system will immediately credit and refund you $100. Again, this offer is valid for only the annual membership and for this week only. We rarely offer discounts, and this is your one rare opportunity to become a member at this discounted rate. So I'd like to invite you to join right now, and I'll start sending you these profitable trading alerts and helping you grow your account on a consistent basis. I hope to see you in there.